An interesting game for you.
Yeah, it was a hard game at times, wasn't it? They're athletically as good as I've seen for a long time, and then on top of that they've got good footballers, good rotations, good movements. But the first goal was killed us. We spoke a lot about denying them spacing behind from their movement they get from the front players. They aren't afraid if you go and press them to hit the front players. We just got that moment wrong, which then makes it look a different afternoon in terms of what we thought we were going to get out of the game. The players kept on trying, but like I say, I thought they were excellent. A real athletic team with some quality. So it was hard for us, particularly trying to play out. We want to maintain the ball much more this season, and the back players are going to have to rotate the ball around the back, waiting for the moments. But it was a tough afternoon in terms of being able to probably get close enough to them to really hurt them. When we did, our quality wasn't good enough. We give the ball away too much. People that that athletically running after you, then they've just got to be cooler and calmer in their moments, because we turn the ball over far too easily.
I suppose the big disappointment was when you try to get back into the game, having conceded a very early goal. Your second goal was, not one that you want to be conceding. Yeah,
well, I hope these mistakes they're getting out of the way, because it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? And we want to try and play it as much as we can. But I just said to the players, they're good enough to stop you doing what you want to do. Do what you do in the league game, and we'd work the line. And there's nothing wrong with that. Watching Blackpool do it, there's nothing wrong with that. So hopefully them mistakes, like you say, I think they had 3 shots first half, scored 2 goals. I think we had 1. So it wasn't a game full of. It wasn't, was it? It wasn't a game full of chances in either end. Really, they have a header. Mats has had an header, but it wasn't really a game full of chances. 2 teams who like to handle the ball and move the ball around. But it was tough on it. You just look onto the pitch, and Critch has obviously got him set up really well. So yeah, what I'm more annoyed is we conceded a goal after 2 minutes, and it just changes what you might be after. Because I thought they started off for the first 2 minutes all right.
But your pre-season is done and dusted now. It's a week out on the training ground and working tactically and looking at the opposition ahead of that Barrow game, all focused that way.
Absolutely, full steam ahead now to the league season. I remember going to, where did we go, Barnsley last year. Similar type of thing in the game. They had a lot of possession. We found it tough, but I think we've had a really good mix in the pre-season in terms of what we've been able to do. We're not going to be playing Blackpool every week, so I think we're in a good position. Got a good squad, good players, good people. And hopefully we have another successful season.
You got your first look at your latest recruit in James Connolly. How did you see he fitted in? Obviously, I had a lot of time with the players, but his ability on the ball and everything for you good? Yeah,
but he's going to be fine. James, he fits the profile in terms of what we're after. Again, he brings that height and that physicality into that back line. What they've got to do is they've got to work hard to get themselves in the team. What it does, it gives us really good options in terms of what we can look like if we go to a back 3, because I've just said to the players then that's what we'll do throughout the season. We'll be a 4, then we'll be a 3, and that won't change. We'll continue to do them types of things, so it gives us good options. I do want a couple more to come in. I do feel we need a couple more. We're a couple short, but not just young loans. I want to try and get people who've got a bit of experience, which is going to be tough to do.
Is that going to be immediate, or are you going to have to play it steadily?
Probably play it steadily. I'm greedy and I want the experienced ones to come in, but there is the options of people to come in on loan, but it's just about having the waiting game. But ideally we'd like him here for next week, but I doubt that's going to happen.
And just one final point, that treatment room, hope, fingers crossed, things can happen for the good of the squad.
Yeah, I hope so. There's obviously knocks carrying on from last year, and we're doing everything we can. Omar took an hell of a whack, didn't he, in that game, and that's real disappointing. If you think if that knee just wasn't in that area, he'd be on the pitch. So hopefully we're all clear. We probably won't, but hopefully we get the all clear with a couple of them to go into Barrow game to boost the squad. But what we're not going to do is rush them and get them on the pitch, so then they're going to be missing for a long time. I think as a club we've tried that approach in years gone by and it's not really worked, so we'll trust the players to give us the right information and get them on the pitch. But we're really looking forward to next week, working with the players, going through what we need to, and starting the campaign away at Barrow.